So of course, my friends, it's not really our best week so far, but of course we are doing the best we can to beat this tough market. As we can see, of course, these are the results from October 17th, and as we can see, we had here some losses here and there, which is again really normal. And actually, one of the comments on YouTube was really interesting, and he was right. He said literally that it's really impressive that you are apologizing to your clients after 1 or 2 losses of 30 or 40 pips only. Meanwhile, some other signal providers, they are just sending the signal with 100 pips of stop loss, and once the signal hit this one, they will never apologize to anyone, while you are here apologizing to your clients about 30 or 40 pips of loss only. And he's right, he's really right. He said you are spoiling your clients, but I see it as I'm respecting my clients. As you can see here, we are having here 2 signals hit the stop loss with 35 pips only against all these profits. So I'm trying to tell you here that it is really normal, and that is of course how Forex is. You will have some losses here and there, but with our experience in this market, you will have extra mega profits. As you can see, CHFJPY have made alone 125 pips of profit. Again, the pound USD has hit only the stop loss with only 20 pips only. And then EuroCAD has instantly recovered the losses from this one. So again, my friends, don't ever judge the service from 1 or 2 bad days. You have to judge it after 1 month at least. Check out our results in September, for example. Check all these greens. These are the real quality of Xtreme Trader. If you want to know the real Xtreme Trader quality signals, these are the answers for you. Check this out. So don't ever judge us for only 1 or 2 bad days. This is not how things work. You have to complete at least 1 month of the service. Thankfully, of course, we have a lot of clients who have renewed their membership. Of course, even though we had some losses, they are still renewing their membership because they know what they are making with Xtreme Trader. So of course, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. Alright, my friends, so regarding what happened this week, or actually yesterday, with the signals, as you can see, most of the signals, my friends, were going in the right direction, of course, before the news hit the market. As we can see, the pound USD hasn't been in profit. AUD USD was also going in a good profit, 22 pips. USD CAD wasn't in profit. USD JPY, as you can see, the USD JPY has been triggered, but of course, again, that was because of some news hit the pair. As you can see, 94 pips of profit. I don't want to take the credit of the signal because it has been triggered only because of the news, and to be fair, I cannot just take the profits and ignore the losses, and I have to be fair with my clients and my followers. So I'm telling you, this signal is indeed in profit, but I will not count it since it actually has been triggered only due to the news. USD CHF was actually going in profit as well before the news hit the market. Same goes to the gold, which actually is still going in a profit and went in total of 104 pips. The news actually was the Empire State Manufacturing Index. And to be honest with you guys, I did not expect that this news might make any impact on the market. And I mean, it's not really with the thing that I was waiting for. I was actually waiting for the unemployment rate for the CAD, actually. Sorry, I mean the CPI. Sorry, it's not the unemployment rate. I made a mistake. I mean the CPI for the CAD. I was mainly waiting for this one, which will gonna happen tomorrow, Wednesday. So I'm telling you something. These news might actually change the direction of some of the signals which I'm about to give you today. Of course, it depends on the actual forecast, but we still have to be careful, and we have to mention it here to be very careful about these news. They might actually change the direction of the market. We also have the unemployment rate for the Australian dollar on Thursday, 4:30 a.m. Dubai time, 12:30 a.m. GMT time, and then on a Friday, I think it's going to be a cool day for traders. So again, my friends, be careful of the news. Keep in mind that the signals that you are receiving from Xtreme Trader is fully based on the technical analysis, not fundamental. I don't have the power to control the fundamentals. If I sent you a signal here or analysis telling you to buy or sell here and there, it is fully based on technical view without the fundamentals. Of course, I mean, I'm taking the fundamentals and the momentum in my concern, but we still have to we have to be sure that the news itself might actually change the direction. So of course, when I'm sending the signal, for example, to short the Euro UST, I'm sending it because I know that the euro right now is actually weak, and since Europe actually has failed to find any reliable source for the oil and energy before the winter comes, I know that the euro is actually getting weaker. That's why I was sending you the signals to start shorting the Euro USD for the last month, which actually worked very well. So anyway, fundamentals of course are part of my analysis, but the news are something else. So make sure that you are following the news and closing your trades accordingly before the news hit the market. So anyway, let's now begin analyzing the market, and let's begin with the Euro USD. Of course, we have to get rid of the sell signal since it's actually no longer valid. Let me just tell you something. Actually, on the daily chart, my friends, we can see that the Euro USD has actually formed right here a double bottom pattern, which indicates that the market is most likely getting ready for a bullish reversal at the moment, but I don't think it's going to be held for a long time. What I believe is going to happen is that we're having here, my friends, a resistance trend line just like that. And check this out. The market seems like it's actually continued the falling upon the pressure from that resistance trend line. But however, it seems like the Euro USD is actually going toward that level of a resistance trend line, which was also right here a resistance number 1. So this is actually a first attempt of the resistance. This is the resistance number 1 from that broken level of a strong key support level. Now it seems after forming here the double bottom pattern, the Euro USD seems like it's going to continue climbing its way, and I believe that level of a resistance right here is going to be the target. Now, actually, after confirming the direction, of course, we have noticed here also that we had a broken level of a resistance, as we can see, which was previously also a support, and seems like the market is now respecting that level as a support. So meaning we are going to start buying the Euro USD. Now the question is where? Now moving to the 1 hour time frame, my friends, actually 4 hour time frame. Now what we can notice right here is we're having a support level right here, but this is not the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle. That is my strategy. When I'm telling you that we are looking for the bullish breakout candle, we have to find the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle and buy the market once it reaches the same level of a support, which lies exactly right there. So there, my friends, lies your answer. So there exactly, we're going to start buying the Euro USD exactly right here at 0.97888. And of course, if we look at the support trend line as well, we can see that the market here has formed a support trend line, and all we need to do is simply drag the very same support trend line and place it on the nearest strong key supported trend line. And of course, it is just right here. This is the nearest strong key supported trend line. We have here the attempt number 1, attempt number 2, and then it became a resistance trend line number 1 and a fake attempt of a resistance trend line. Then the market instantly followed it later with a bullish breakout candle. So long story short, we are going to start buying the Euro USD right when it falls again to the same level. First of all, it's going to be respecting the same level of a support trend line and also respecting the nearest strong level of support on horizontal level. And of course, we can keep the trade running till the market reaches that level of a resistance right here. Of course, this is the nearest strong key resistance level to our entry. Therefore, that's going to be our target. So exactly that is, my friends, my analysis for the Euro USD, which means we have to wait for the pair to fall for about 48 pips before we can start buying it. But if we do, we are actually aiming 137 pips of profit. And again, the safe zone should be ranging only till the lowest level of a support right here exactly for about 50 pips, I would say. And let's now check the pound USD. Alright, so of course the sell signal no longer valid for the pound USD. Let's see what we can do next with this pair, my friends. Actually, I deleted accidentally that line because exactly, my friends, there exactly we're going to start shorting the pair. Let me just explain to you. On the daily chart, we can see that the market actually... Did I say short? My goodness, sorry, I got confused with this and the USD CAD. As you can see, they are somehow similar. Yeah, I meant, I was confused, sorry. I meant we will be buying the pound USD. So if we look at the daily chart right now, first of all, we can notice that the market actually is forming here a strong key support trend line. And seems like the market is actually respecting that level. Let me just tell you something. Actually, the pound USD has actually took a big hit. As you can see, the market has fallen for about 900 pips since the beginning of since 21 September. And since then, the market is actually trying to recover or make a correction after that big drop. So what we are going to do right now, my friends, is simply looking to start buying the pound USD. However, if we look at that level right here exactly, we can see that we are having here a previous support level exactly right here. It was also a support in the past, and right now we can see that the market has created here 1 and 2 attempts of the resistance, and every single time every single time the market formed a resistance level, it has been followed later with the strong bullish candle. Resistance, then again strong bullish candle, which means the market is really rising here, and I think the bulls are actually pushing the market to continue the rise. So moving now to the 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, all we need to do right now is simply separate the levels of the fake support and the real levels of support. So right now we can see clearly that we're having right here exactly right here. Check this out. This is interesting. Right here, my friends, we are having a real level of a support which has been followed later with that false breakout, and it became a resistance. Again, real level of a resistance, and again real level of a support. And right now, finally, we can see that the pound USD is actually respecting that level. We thought that the pound USD is actually going to continue the fall, but it didn't fall. Actually, as we can see, it's just continue the rise. We are also having here a support trend line, and seems like this was another fake breakout. So the pound USD is indeed not falling right now, it's just reversing. So most likely the pound USD is actually gonna be respecting that level as a support and as a support trend line, and hence is gonna continue the rise at least till the highest level of the resistance right here at 1.14961, which means we can actually be aiming about 200 pips profit from this signal exactly right here. That is going to be our take profit level, and for the safe zone it's going to be ranging just till the lowest level, a little bit below the real level of a support right here at 1.12186. And again, the safe zone is going to be ranging for 62 pips against 205 pips of profit. And moving now to the AUD USD. Alright, so of course the market is rising again. For the AUD USD is no longer good to be sold. Let me just delete the old signal and let's see what we can do next. So as you can see, apparently the AUD USD eventually is actually respecting that level of a previous resistance, as we can see. So this was, my friends, a previous level of a broken resistance, and seems like the market indeed respecting that level. Cool, which means we can actually continue buying the AUD USD after finally forming here a double bottom pattern. So the question is where exactly we can start buying. Now let's make it really simple. So we're having here a support trend line just like that. And by the way, if I drag the same level of a support trend line anywhere, we can see that the market indeed has been respecting the same level over and over. Check this out, even right here, from only one support trend line. So anyway, the thing here I want to say is we're planning to start buying the AUD USD once it falls again all the way to touch again the same level of a support trend line. Right now, the market is actually facing right here a previous resistance, as we can see right here at 0.63136. I believe that the AUD USD is still gonna actually be able to make a pullback, since we are having here a real level of a resistance, then it has followed it later with a fake breakout. So the normal behavior of the market right now, that once the market reaches the same level of a resistance, it's gonna create another pullback. The market will reverse, which means we have to consider buying the AUD USD exactly from that level. And if we look, of course, on the horizontal level of a support, we can notice right here, my friends, that we had a very strong key support level at 0.62882. Check this out. We're having here number one, a strong level of a key support, and another attempts of a key support. And of course, it was a real level of a resistance after the bearish breakout. So means we have to actually wait for the market to continue the fall till it reaches that level. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm breathing fast. Believe me, believe it or not, till today, after 1 year of being infected with COVID-19, I'm still not 100% recovered. Of course, I have been diagnosed with COVID-19 again last July, just like 3 months ago, and till today I'm suffering the effects of COVID. So excuse me, please, if I am breathing fast or not able to talk smoothly as you have used to. It just comes and goes. I don't know what's happening. It just comes and goes. I mean, yesterday it was really awesome when I was recording the live trading video. I just felt so active, but today I don't feel well. I don't know why. I think because today I didn't actually formed any kind of sports. I mean, today I skipped it, but I think this is wrong. I have to get back to the gym and do something about it. Anyway, sorry for that. Let me just tell you, the edge of the safe zone, my friends, is going to be ranging till the lowest level of an nearest strong key support level right here at 0.62533, which means it's going to be ranging for about 35 pips against 88 pips profit. Hopefully we're gonna make it from that level of take profit level. It was of course a previous support, as we can see, and became a resistance for only one time, which means that's gonna be our take profit level. Let me now write the signal for you, and let's now move to the USD CAD. All right, so again, the USD CAD signal is gonna be of course for the short, and let me just tell you where exactly we can start shorting the market. That's why actually I get confused with this one and the pound USD. Now, if we look closer, my friends, right here, exactly right here, we're having a support trend line, another support trend line, and again another support trend line. And we can see that the market has already, or about actually, to touch that level. Actually, it has already happened. I believe I was a bit late in posting this signal. Let me just check again. Let me just draw here the support trend line in the right way. Okay, maybe not yet. Yes, maybe not yet. I think yes. We still have to wait for the market to rise again. Exactly. I think that's going to be the best level right here. Exactly, right there. First of all, the resistance line, which I have drawn here, matches up with this level of a resistance. And most importantly, it lines up again with this tail right here. This is the tail, which is actually a support level. It is the nearest one to that bearish breakout candle. So the normal behavior of the market is going to continue the rise till it reaches the same level of the broken level of a support, and then that's going to become a new resistance. And as we can see, we had here indeed a resistance. Most likely that level is going to be respected. And let me just tell you, we're having here also a support trend line. I forgot to explain this, sorry. We're having here a support trend line, number 1, number 2, and number 3, which has finally been breaking out from with that strong bearish breakout candle. So I believe right now the market is actually going to continue the rise till it retests that level of a broken support trend line, and only then we can start shorting the USD CAD. Meaning we have to wait for the market to rise for about 62 pips or 63 pips before we can start shorting it. Of course, once we do that, the edge of the safe zone should be actually just till the highest level of area resistance at 1.38553, and of course a target which is gonna be aiming the lowest level of a key support level at 1.36562, which means we're aiming 144 pips profit from this signal, and an edge of the safe zone for about 53 pips. And there goes the signal, my friends. Let's now move to the USD/JPY. Now, of course, the USD/JPY is a big mess at the moment, so let's see what we can do next with this bad boy. So, of course, we have to go to the daily chart. So, as we can see, my friends, the daily chart shows us that the USD/JPY is just rising and rising, and I have no idea what the Japanese government is doing about this. So, anyway, let's see what we can do next with this pair. Actually, we are obviously going to start buying this pair since we are actually not sure how far it's going to climbing its way up. But until then, let me just draw here a support trend line just like that. Perfect. So this is the right way, of course, to draw the support trend line. As we can see, the market is actually, let me just squeeze this chart a little bit more. Yes. So as you can see, my friends, the market is actually respecting that level of a support trend line, which means we have to wait for the market to fall for a few more pips before we can start buying it. Of course, I cannot tell you to wait all this much. I mean, waiting for about 190 pips, that's ridiculous. I don't think the pair is going to continue falling this much. Let me just move to the 1 hour time frame. which we cannot squeeze the chart at all right now. So anyway, the same support trend line which I have drawn here on the daily chart, the very same one, all I'm going to do is simply drag it all the way like that. Perfect. So I'm just placing it right here, my friends, at the nearest strong key support trend line, exactly right here. This is, as we can see, my friends, this was the very strong key support trend line right here, and the market has actually been respecting that level of a support trend line repeatedly. It became a resistance trend line for only once and one time only, and then the market again rose up again, and of course it became a support trend line. So most likely the market is gonna be respecting that level as a support trend line, which means we have to wait for the USD/JPY to fall for about, I would say, 20 pips maybe. Let me just see. We're having here a previous resistance. As we can see, my friends, this was a real level of a resistance. It has been broken out from, and as we can see, it became a support for several attempts. Right now, after the news, as we can see, the market here has actually formed a very long tail. This one candle actually is 113 pips alone. Anyway, the market has actually shown here a very strong pressure from that support, which means it's gonna continue rising, which means we have to wait for the USD/JPY to fall for about 27 pips more before we can start buying it. So after identifying the level where we can start buying, how about the take profit level? Well, it's really just so easy. All we need to do is just use the very same support trend line we have used earlier and just place it right here at the nearest strong key resistance trend line. Exactly just like that. So as you can see, my friends, this was the resistance trend line. It was also a resistance trend line right here, which means the USD/JPY is most likely going to continue rising till it reaches that level of a key resistance trend line, which means we can assume that the USD/JPY has at least one, let me just tell you, about 200 pips more to go till 150.890. After that, we will see what we can do with this pair. Let me just go back to the 1 hour time frame, and let me just tell you, the edge of the safe zone will be ranging only till the lowest level of a support right here at 148.410, which means it will be ranging for about 43 pips only against about 200 pips of profit. And there goes the signal, my friends, for the USD/JPY. Moving now to the USD/CHF. All right, so again, USD/CHF. Sorry about that. So again, USD/CHF signal is no longer valid for the, it's not valid any longer. Let's see now, my friends, what we can do next with this pair. In fact, let me just tell you something. We're actually going to start buying the USD/CHF, but in the right level. Right now, what we can see right here, that the market actually has formed right here, my friends, a real level of a support exactly right here and right there. So this was actually a real level of a support. Meanwhile, we had here a fake breakout. And usually once we see these fake breakouts, it's like usually the indicator or the confirmation that we can start buying the market right here, especially after seeing that we are actually retesting a broken level of a key resistance level, and we are actually on a bigger time frame such as the 4 hour or even daily. So it's almost the same. So as we can see, 0.99440 is a very strong key level of a support, and the market has already shown here a rejection, so meaning it's gonna most likely continue climbing its way toward that level of a resistance right here, right there at 1.00648, which means USD/CHF still has 103 pips more to go. Going now to the 1 hour time frame. So right now on the 1 hour time frame, let me just tell you something. So we are having here the real level of a support, as we can see. Then we had here the fake breakout, which has been followed later with that number 1 support. So this is the first attempt of a support, which means we have to wait for the USD/CHF to fall again, reaching the very same level of a strong key support level to create the second attempt of the support. And after that only we can start buying after the pair falls for about 18 pips only. And again, we're having, my friends, here a support trend line, as you can see, and seems like the market is indeed going to be respecting that level as a support trend line. And just for your information, that's the signal that I'm going to trade myself. I'm actually waiting for it to trade on the live account, of course, and hoping for the best. I think I will be scalping. Let me just be honest with you. I will be scalping till the market reaches that level of a resistance at 0.99727. and after that I will close my trade hopefully in a good profit, aiming only the 25 pips I can get from this trade. Anyway, the edge of the safe zone, my friends, I just bought my I bit my tongue. Sorry about that. Anyway, the edge of the safe zone will be ranging for about 44 pips against 120 pips of profit. And let's now move to the gold. Okay, so I think even though the gold signal is running in profit so far, I believe we have to abandon it and we have to consider buying the pair. Allow me to explain to you, my friends. On the daily chart right now for the gold, we can see that on the left side right here, let me just scroll to the left to show it to you. So actually we had here a very strong key support level at 1641.46. Now if we scroll to the current time, what we can see right here is really interesting. What we can see, my friends, is simply a fake breakout. Then that level of a strong support again has been respected not only once but twice. Now the interesting thing here is this candle. That candle, everyone here knows, who actually following me for a long time, for more than a month, they know very well that this is actually my favorite price action, which actually confirms a bullish reversal. After the appearance of this candle on a support level, usually it indicates for a continuation in the bullish reversal. That's the reason actually, and that is actually the main reason I'm deciding to start buying the gold at the meantime. And of course, once we do that, the target has to be right here, the highest level of a key resistance level at 1684.82, which means we are just aiming a small bit. I mean, okay, no, that's not a small amount of pips. 318, 320 is not a small amount. And we're not going to start buying instantly. We are actually going to be buying later. Let me just move to the 1 hour time frame. So after confirming the direction on the daily chart, let's look right now at the 1 hour candles to find the strongest levels of a support where we can exactly buy the gold. And as you can see, my friends, exactly right here, we had actually a real level of, let me just scroll to the left. Exactly. So this was, as you can see, my friends, a real level of a support exactly right here. Then we had here a fake breakout. Again, real level of a support, fake breakout, real level, and again, 4 attempts of a real level, 4 levels, which means we have to wait for the gold to fall for about 40 pips before we can start buying it. And of course, the edge of the safe zone is going to be ranging just a little bit lower than the strong key support level at 1641, which means the edge at 1637.90 is going to be the edge of our safe zone, my friends, exactly just like that. The edge of the safe zone will be ranging for exactly 103 pips against 366 pips. Well, actually, let me just make it shorter. Exactly. At all right, exactly at 1682, which means we are aiming 337 pips profit from this signal. And there goes the signal, my friends, for the remaining days of this week. I will see you again, of course, in a late week analysis video and hopefully a Friday analysis video. Again, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, share this video. Until then, I hope that is informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.